TikTok shop made me buy it. Hey Yarny peeps, my name's Sarah aka Crocreate, and today I am going to run through a review of this crochet kit that TikTok made me buy. Quick disclaimer here, I am shopping on TikTok shop because I know there are a lot of small businesses on there, us included. We are on TikTok shop. You can find our crochet kits in the link below in the description. And I also know it has been an amazing platform for a lot of other smaller creators that have now boomed on TikTok to make their dreams come true. So this is not a promotion of any kind. I am just telling you that I'm not shopping on TikTok shop to get a quick deal. I was actually shopping for some P. Louise makeup on there for my daughter, and this crochet kit popped up and I thought I'd give it a whirl. I thought it'd make a great video, and I really genuinely wanted to see if these kits were any good because the prices of them are actually really good as well. So what we are going to do is we are going to open up this bad boy. We are going to see exactly what is included, and I am going to give you guys my pros and cons and see if this kit is actually worth the buy or not. So let's get cracking. Okay, so let us see what we have got in this box, this crochet box. And on the front here we have, it says the Gift of Love crochet kit. So your pretty standard box. On the back here, everything that's included. So an ergonomic crochet hook, pre-started first round, step-by-step videos, eyes, beginner custom yarn, needles, spare yarn, and printed and PDF tutorials. It says 4 easy steps, instructions, scan the QR code, enter the password, and follow the step-by-step video tutorials to start crocheting. So hopefully everything's included in the box first off, and the instructions are really easy to follow. Let's crack it open. First impressions, a lot of yarn in here. So we have 2 of this sort of beige colour yarn, and it's quite squishy, and it comes with that pre-started round like they said, and then 3 stitch markers, stretchy squishy yarn, and then we also have a lighter colour. We've got a lot of stuffing in here. We have a silica gel, just in case you need one of those. A lovely ergonomic hook, which if you know me and you've watched my channel, you'll know I hate plastic, so I love an ergonomic hook. All of our little bits and bobs in here, safety eyes, I guess, embroidery thread and things. Let's just have a quick look, see what is in here. Alrighty, yep, so we've got our tapestry needles, safety eyes, and embroidery thread. And then we have our instruction manual, cute little picture of our yak/cow on the front, and then another basic stitches introduction. So I'm just not going to show the QR codes because obviously that is unfair, so I'm just going to pop them out of the way. This is the pattern on one side, and then there's some tips and materials on the other side. So our pattern is here, and you can see we have a few tips here. So there is a how to read a crochet pattern and reading basic terms in US. I actually have a video on how to read a crochet pattern, which I will link down below in the description. So that is our pattern booklet, and then we also have a basic stitches introduction. Now I really like this little pamphlet. It's telling you all of the stitches in pictorial form, but all of the stitches are also included in video form with the kits. Now, this is something that I appreciate because 1, it takes a lot of money to produce, and 2, a lot of time and effort to produce. In our kits, we have videos which are all linked with a QR code. So this is a nice little touch, and something that I'll definitely think about in the future to produce a little booklet like this. So I really, really like this little touch. So we have our yarns, which are quite thick yarns actually, squishy t-shirt style material, a nice colour with our stitch markers in there, pre-started round. It's a nice yarn. The one thing I am worried about is if it's going to hurt my hands when we're crocheting with it, but we will find out. Nice that they've supplied a couple of stitch markers, because these ones, you can lose them basically. They're so easy to lose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work up this dude and sort of go through the pros and cons on the way, and then I'll show you what it's like at the end, and we'll do a final sort of review and run through of what this kit is like and what you actually get in it. Okay, so I've just started the round, as you can see, and it's quite holy because the round was pre-started. So I'm going to restart the whole round to see if I can get rid of those holes, because I suspect my tension is different to the pre-started tension. So I'll come back and see if that is the problem. Alrighty, as you can see, my tension is a lot better now. There's no holes. So my advice to you guys would be to restart the round, because the tension on the pre-started piece is not going to be the same as your tension if you don't want a holy start. So I've got all of my bits, and I just wanted to show you guys how I sew on parts of my amigurumi. So the muzzle is a great piece to start with. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to anchor the muzzle to the head, and I'm going to do this with 3 pre-stitches. So I'm going to go 1 in the corner here and come out on the other side by the other corner. And the reason that I do this is so that I can check the placement before I fully sew it on. So we're going to anchor corner to corner first, and then once we've anchored that corner, we place the other corner down, check where I want it to go, and then push my needle through to that corner and anchor that side as well. And the reason I do this is so that I know it's in the right place when I sew fully around. Just a nice little tip if you're working up amigurumi and putting little bits of faces on. As you can see, I have made up all of the bits to this yak / Highland cow. It looks more like a Highland cow to me. So I am just sewing the bits on now, and I just want to talk a little bit about the ease of this kit and the instructions and the video tutorials just while you're watching me sort of sew all the bits together. So first of all, the yarn. I did not expect to like this yarn, but I actually really do. It does hurt my hands when I made this guy up. It did give me a lot of aches, and I actually had to make him up over a couple of days for this reason. That said, the time spent on him wasn't a lot at all, and it is a really quick pattern to work up. A great make for a beginner, because the video tutorials in this crochet kit are so comprehensive. They go through every single little thing that you will need to know, that I think the more advanced of us take for granted. So I think definitely a nice kit for a beginner that could use the video tutorials and the pattern alongside each other, and it'd give them a great introduction to how to read a pattern as well. The bits and pieces that I'm sewing on here aren't too fiddly either for a beginner. Normally I'd recommend perhaps a no-sew pattern for a beginner, but these bits aren't too fiddly, and the reason for that is the yarn. This dude actually came out a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, because the yarn is a lot thicker, even though you're using a really small hook. So as I'm just magicking him a second horn on, you can see that he's nearly finished. He just needs his hair. I absolutely adored this kit, and when I was thinking about the cons of it, I really couldn't find any. I think the biggest con here is it's a TikTok shop kit, and a lot of people don't trust TikTok shop. Now, the reason that these kits that come from Asia are so much cheaper than what we are able to make is because they're getting materials direct from source, whereas over here we're having to buy them in, sometimes from America, sometimes from Asia. So basically it's going through a middleman, whereas actually this was a decent price. It's really well put together. It's a super cute design. And I absolutely loved it, and I just couldn't find any cons really with it. I had a lot of materials left at the end. It was, it's a lovely, cute design. I just absolutely adored him. So he is done. Let me know what you think of him in the comments, and let's see what my final thoughts are. And he is finished. Our little cow is complete. I absolutely love this little guy. I think he's so adorable, and I really enjoyed making him as well. It wasn't a case of I was thinking, oh, I've got to get this done because I'm doing a YouTube video on it. I actually really loved making it. I've loved filming some content with him. I just think he's adorable, and that's been the nicest thing with this kit for me, is it's something that's really exceeded my expectations. I have to admit, I was in the realms of, oh, I've bought this crochet kit from TikTok and it's probably going to be disastrous. But it was absolutely not a disaster, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I love this little guy, and he's so squishy, and it just satisfies the quick crochet need to have something made and the squish factor, and it's adorable, and it just makes me want to give it all the claps. So I have spoken about some of the pros and cons in this video already about this kit. My main takeaways here are, if you're not a lover of thicker yarn or the t-shirt style yarn, which is what this is, I wasn't a big fan of it, but I know people out there really do like this style of yarn. It really hurt my hands with the small hook, but I love how it turned out. So it's kind of a catch-22 scenario. I like the end result, but I don't like the yarn. Instructions were really easy to understand. The videos were really comprehensive. The kit had plenty of materials. I've got embroidery thread left. I've got yarn left. I've got stuffing left. So there was plenty in there. Came with a PDF download as well, which is what we put in all of our kits, because I know there's crocheters out there that like to have something digital for when they're on the go, so they're not carrying as much with them. I just think it's an all-round good kit. If you love this little dude and you want your own, I will link the kit in the description. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want me to try, any other kits that you haven't seen on TikTok shop. That is a mouthful. I've had to say that 3 times. Let me know in the comments. As always, you guys, please like and subscribe. You get to see more of this cuteness, and we do patterns, book reviews, kit reviews, a little bit of everything crochet related over here. You won't be disappointed. New videos go up every Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.